Hey friends, welcome to the Dave Yourself channel. My name is Dave, and well, as you can see, this is kind of what's left of the Dave Yourself channel. Dave Yourself channel is still going strong. I appreciate all the new subscribers, even though I haven't put any content out. But this particular video is just kind of a little heads up video as to, hey, what have I been doing? What's been going on? Well, as you can see behind me, I am overloaded. Part of the reason for that is because out of the 3 storage units that I've had for the past 2 years, one of them was full of old RC planes and all of my collectible toys and Spider-Man, Star Wars, all that kind of stuff I've been collecting for years. So instead of paying over $2,400 a year to keep that thing going, I went ahead and emptied it out. So the after dinner with Dave Studios kind of had to suffer for that for the moment, but we will be coming back. But in the meantime, I have a ton of planes that are in this condition. And I know you're shocked to see that I have busted planes. Some of you aren't shocked to see that, but what I'm going to be doing is with the large amount of busted planes that I've had in a storage unit for a long time, the planes may not be worth anything anymore, but all of the gear, the electronics, the EDFs, the motors, all that kind of stuff, all that stuff still does have value. So really what I'm going to be doing is just stripping these things apart, getting the foams emptied out, chucking the foams, and then reusing the parts for other projects potentially, because I have a ton of projects that I do wish to finish, such as like the Carbon Z Cessna that I'm working on here. When I finish that up, I've got some other things like the old timber that has been wrecked and flown many, many times. There's some things that do need to be fixed, but I still have some more planes downstairs in boxes. I still have a couple of planes like my Darth Maul, which is still in another storage unit, and my U.S. Navy Timber X, which is still in another storage unit. So I still have more planes that I don't even have here. So that's part of the problem. I've just got too much. So this little video right here was just kind of let everybody know, hey, I'm still out there, still doing some stuff, but haven't really done a whole heck of a lot here lately. But that is going to change, and most of the videos that you're going to see coming up now is going to be what is exactly in a Viper. When you rip it down and pull out all the guts and you got nothing but foam left, what's left? What comes out of that? What comes out of a UMX turbo timber like that when you rip it all apart? Well, we're going to find all that out here shortly. So if you want to see exactly what does come out of these planes and how the status of the Dave Yourself channel continues to evolve, and when the After Dinner with Dave show comes back, well, there's always one way to keep that happening. You know what that is. That's right. You stick around. Nice. What's up? What's up, all my friends? Happy holidays to everybody. Welcome on back to the Dave Yourself channel. I know it has been a long time, long enough that I was able to grow this sweet, sweet beard. And as you noticed in that last video, I was slimming out quite a bit. Not. But I do appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you so much. It looks like we're sitting on about 17 concurrent viewers. That is mind-blowing at this point. Thank you so much. We're sitting on about 8 likes. So thank you so much for everybody that has gone ahead and thrown a like down there. I greatly appreciate that. If you're planning on doing that at some point in time, do it before you leave at least. And I would greatly appreciate that. In the meantime, let's talk about who is here tonight. Let's go ahead and jump into that chickadee chat. Now, you may have noticed that I threw a poll up there with regards to is anyone actually excited about this? And let's see if we can jump into that chickadee chat and check that out if it'll show or not. And it's not. There it is. Okay, so you see here that it does not show exactly the amount there, but it does show that 95% of you said yes, 5% of you said no. So I appreciate everybody being honest on that either way. So thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll on that there. And that way, hopefully, we can get into that chickadee chat a little bit more. Let me scroll back up as much as I can and say thank you so much to Aerospace Matt. Thank you so much for being here, my man. I'm glad to see that your Sundays are starting to shape back up now that I'm back out here. Boss223, how you doing, Kevin? Good to see you, sir. You guys can thank you to Boss223 with regards to me being back here in the show. Because it was his emails that he kept sending me telling me that you guys are missing me, that maybe come back. So thanks a lot for that, Kevin. I appreciate that. Dutch Love, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much. I'm greatly appreciate seeing you. Jeff in Lower Alabama, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Paul McNeil, what's up, my man? I hope that controller harness thing that I gave you is working out good. So I hope you were able to use that and it's doing well for you. Slap Nuts, good to see you as well, sir. Thank you so much. Randy BRC, how you doing, sir? Thank you so much. Good to see you too. And let's see who else we've got there. We've got my mom there in the chat. Thank you so much, Mom. I appreciate you being in here too. And let's see who else we've got going on here. EQRC we've got in the house. And who else we've got here? We've got EQ. Thank you so much for being here, my man. And man, we're getting through the end of the list here. David Snyder's in the house. Thank you, sir, for being here. Mike SSI, good to see you. Snow River's also in the house. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's say we got Strutbuster RC. That's all Promotus. Thanks, Luke, for being here, man. I appreciate you being here. I do like your new channel name. That's good stuff. Who else have we got in here that I haven't said hello to? Let's see. Let me scroll down, and see if there's anybody else here I haven't said hello to. JCB67, good to see you, sir, as well. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you being here, too. So thank you to everybody that is here tonight. I greatly appreciate that, and it should be a pretty fun show. Now, as you noticed in that original video, so get used to this beard. As you noticed in that original video, that yes, the After Dinner with Dave showroom is kind of loaded right now. Might be doing some storage wars type videos coming out, going through some of those boxes with regards to what's in some of those boxes. So you can see some of the stuff that I've had in storage forever and a decade. Yeah, so there should be some pretty fun stuff there too. But tonight we have a pretty decent show for you. It's not going to be the usual show, but it will still be nonetheless a show. I do have some stuff that I put together today. It's been raining all day, so really haven't had a chance to do anything but put the show together. So I appreciate everybody that is here and is willing to check out exactly what I do have going on. So we'll see what we do have going on. I do have, of course, some jokes of the day. Of course, can't not have jokes of the day. We do have those. Also have some words of the day, but we're going to do a little bit of a holiday flair with that, so that'll be coming up. So we have some of those for this week and next week that'll be coming up. Looks like we got Michael Bear. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good to see you in the house. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. But we've got some other things going on here, and then also got some pause nods that we're going to be going through. Also have another video with some of the RealFlight 9.5 with another plane that I downloaded, which I thought was pretty sweet. The video was, but it's, still some content to throw out there for tonight. So I hope you guys will appreciate that as well. But we do have quite a bit going on here tonight. So I do appreciate everybody being here. So thank you so much. Now, as far as besides just the emptying the storage unit and things of that nature and loading up the Dave It Yourself showroom there. Only thing else I've really been doing is just working, kind of trying to stay out of trouble. I clearly have not been working out, as you may have noticed in that last video. I have not slimmed down at all, but that's probably because I have been basically just been doing a bunch of work and things of that nature. But it was really nice to get that one storage unit emptied. My goal next year is to get yet another storage unit empty, except for those are 10 by 20s. So those will probably take a little bit longer to empty out, and those are mostly eBay sellable items or Facebook Marketplace type things. So that's probably what's going to happen with that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody being here, and it's great to see all of you guys as well too. I've been checking out your channels and such. I've not been doing a whole heck of a lot of the commenting. I've always been doing the thumbs up stuff, but I've been trying to stay a little bit on the download just because just been kind of doing my own thing here. Last time most of you saw me was during the Bigfoot event, which was a good event. I did not specifically have a super awesome time, but that was really more on me than anybody else in my flying, which did not go very well. But nonetheless, that was more of a me thing, not a you thing. So thanks to everybody I did get a chance to see there. And I'm sorry I've been kind of out of the loop since then. Really just was not in a headspace where putting this kind of content out or doing any flying. Haven't done one slap bit of flying since then. Just haven't. So, it is what it is. I'm not burnt out on it or anything like that, but it is getting to the point now where it's just, it's time to start doing some things. The weather here in Georgia, as a matter of fact, I think it was the coldest in Birmingham that it's been in the entire year. Ever since I got back, it's been in the 60s and 70s. It's been ridiculous. Air conditioner on at night, just stupid stuff in December. I mean, just dumb. Just dumb. I mean, what's the point of that? It should be cold. But now that the weather's starting to change a little bit, hopefully, we'll start getting out there doing some stuff. Looks like we got old Nate Kugel in the house. Hey, Nate, good to see you, my man. Wow, Bill is also up in the house. So thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate it. Wow, Bill, I think we might be on our challenge for you with the beard tonight. But anyway, so yeah, good stuff. So I appreciate everybody being here, and thank you so much. Looks like we're sitting at about 16 viewers, so thank you so much, and also 12 likes. So greatly appreciate that as well. But yeah, so like I mentioned, we do have a bunch of good stuff coming up tonight. And, without too much further ado, now I will, a little spoiler alert, just because I'm running out of space and I've got my makeshift, Dave It Yourself plane wall behind me. It's a small wall, hence the UMX planes. But that'll probably be some of the flying that I do some of the UMX stuff coming out here. A lot of all these are brand new, still in the box. I've never flown any of these except for the jet back over there. I have flown that, but that's about it for that. So,
Yep, so that's kind of what we'll be doing this from the living room couch. So enjoying the, chilling out on the Geek couch here. But nonetheless, it's kind of a little makeshift showroom, but I thought I'd try to do something to bring you guys some sort of content because it has been a while. I've missed doing it. From what I understand, a lot of you have missed me doing it. And I greatly appreciate it, even though Jeff said that he missed me and wished he had my phone number because he had apparently lost it. And Jeff, if your number is the same number that you had before, which I'd imagine it probably is, I will send you a text later so that you can have my number again. And, anybody that wants my number, if you look me up on Facebook or whatnot, or DM me or whatnot, I'll always be able to glad to give you my number. There's no secret to that, so it's fine. I don't have anything to hide there. So if you guys want it, you can have it. If you want to shoot me texts and things of that nature, feel free to also do that. RC Aviation to Crawling, good to see you showing up in the house. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much as well. Happy holidays to everybody. So I greatly appreciate that. But let's do a little Dave It Yourself flair. What do we like to see with the Dave It Yourself channel? Well, we like to see things like, a joke of the Dave. So let's go ahead and jump into some joke of the Dave. And of course, here's my joke of the Dave card. I'm going to go ahead and give you the old joke of the Dave disclaimer, which of course is that the jokes told on the joke of the Dave are meant for adult entertainment purposes only. It is recommended that you already possess a sense of humor prior to listening. The Dave It Yourself channel is not responsible for jokes that do not work. And at any time you are unsatisfied, your money will be refunded. And that is a guarantee. So here goes that first, a joke of the Dave.
So a guy driving down the road notices a hitchhiker and decides to pick him up. After some small talk, there's a break in the conversation and the hitchhiker notices a bottle of wine sitting on the console. The man notices the hitchhiker noticed the bottle of wine and says, "Oh, that's an expensive bottle of wine. I got it for my wife." The hitchhiker says, "Yeah, that's a pretty good trade." Nice.
Yeah, a lot of the jokes tonight will be nice and short and sweet. Just to kind of get them out there. But yeah, they all ought to be funny. So I hope you enjoyed that first particular joke of the day. And so that's good stuff there. So let's jump into that chat a little bit more, see if we got anything going up there. Where's this Dave guy? This Dave guy's right here. How you doing? Good to see you. It's still me. Just doing my holiday garb with my elf hat on, and been a while since I've been on the show. So of course, I've grown out a beard some sort of. So yeah, good stuff. Let's see, Dave Bunyan. Yeah. Old Dave Bunyan, he's a big old guy. He puts on the Dave It Yourself channel. He sure gives it a try. Hey, all right. Impromptu music anytime you want it. Let me know. Oh, what else we got going on up there? I got the YouTube up there on my big TV and watching the what is this? The OBS right here on my laptop. So pardon me as I kind of go back and forth in between these two. Hopefully the light is okay. Hopefully the sound is okay. Hopefully I'm not blasting you out with the sound. I can see that it may be pegging the red a little bit. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Hopefully that makes it a little better. Hopefully I'm not blasting you out. Let me know if I am 5x5 on that sound. That'd be great. And let me know if I'm 5x5 on that video as well. It looks okay to me, but then again, I've got 3D glasses on, so so that's good stuff. So let's see, what else we got to go down? 5x5, Dave Strutbuster says, all right, I'll take that. Thanks, Luke. Appreciate that, brother. And Luke, I have not sent you that shirt yet. I apologize for that, man. I realized that the shirt that I did have is not a large. It's an extra large. And the logo on it itself is wearing a little bit. So I'm trying to find, I think I do have a large somewhere that I'll be able to try to send you out if I can find that. If not, then I'll have to be trying to do what Jeff does and get up on old Teespring or something and put out a new Dave It Yourself shirt that everybody can just order on their own, and that I can get away and hopefully give some of those away on future bingo. But as far as bingo goes, we don't have any bingo tonight, only because I don't have any room for bingo because we are in the small studio today. So no bingo. But speaking of bingo, I do want to, dumbass alert or jerk alert. I still haven't mailed out a present for Lyndon Stewart. So Lyndon, I don't think you're in the stream tonight, so I'm sorry, man. It's still here, but it is sealed up. It is ready to go. I will get that out. I meant to get that out the other day, and I didn't. So again, it's been months, but at least it's ready to go. So it will go eventually. I'll try to get it out this week. I promise, man. If you have to catch this stream later. So let's see what else we got going on there. And let's see. Can you guys hear and see Dave right now? Paul wants to know if you guys can hear and see me. I think everybody can, Paul. If you cannot, then, I'm sorry about that. But this is the Dave guy right here. Michael Bear's in the house. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you seeing you. thank you so much for showing up. Can you hear and see Dave right now? So Paul apparently is having some issues with hearing and seeing me. Strange, it was in safe mode. So, yes, you guys let Paul know if you can see and hear me there, because I think I can see and hear myself, and looks like my microphone's not on mute, because that is something that I would normally do, is put my microphone on mute and just talk away. But it looks like at this point in time that is not the particular case. So hopefully you guys can hear me there, and we'll just keep on moving on. What else do I have going on here? Let's jump into that chickadee chat here, just so that I can see who's seeing what and hearing what. Chickadee chat. All right, so let's see here. So we've got Aerospace Matt. There's the last shot there. Dave, can you see me? Yes, I can see you. Well, I can't see you, but I can see me. So you guys let me know about if you can't hear me. Apparently Luke says that I am 5x5, so that's good stuff. Looking at the words on the ZZ Top, Dave. Yep, you're about right on that one, boss. Yes, sir. Always trying to throw something new down. As a matter of fact, next week I'll be throwing something else new down. So get ready for that if you want to show back up next week. If this show does it for you, then maybe next week's show will too. But yeah, we do have a lot of cool stuff coming up. So we are in good shape there. Let me scroll on over here. Working off of two screens. Here's a little something or other. So let me just hit that up there. All right. Oh, good. Now I have drop away. Okay, good deal. All right. Yeah, everything's good on that end, it looks like. Okay, good deal. I'm glad to hear that. And I do not have my, what is that thing that I had with the little push buttons on it or whatever? Anyway, I gave that to my kid because I hadn't been doing any shows for a while. He was interested in trying that out with doing some of his stuff, so I went ahead and let him use that. I don't even remember what the thing's called. But anyway, so I'm just using the old laptop and the old arrow key buttons. So bear with me as we get along through that. God, I gotta shave this beard a little something. Oh, good stuff. So let's see what else is going on. Anybody else, anything got going on? RC Roland's in the house. What's up, Roland? Good to see you, sir. Thanks, Greg, for being here. I greatly appreciate that. And let's see what else we got going on there. I have to pull these glasses down a little bit because the 3D glasses do kind of mess with the screen a little bit since it's not 3D. It makes the screen 4D, and I don't want the numbers jumping out at me, letters and stuff. Hanger 51, what's up, Katie? Good to see you, my man. How you doing, sir? Good to see you as well. Been checking out your shows too, sir. I apologize. I haven't really jumped on there and commented or anything, but like I was saying earlier, I've been just kind of chilling out a little bit. I've been enjoying some stuff from afar. Been giving thumbs ups. Everybody's been getting thumbs up from me, but I haven't necessarily been doing any commenting or anything of that nature at this point. But that's not because of you. Again, that's more just a me thing. So I do appreciate everybody showing up and being here. Looks like I'm sitting on 22 viewers. Mind blown that I have that many people checking me out tonight. 15 likes. So I greatly appreciate that too. So if you haven't given it a like just yet, no requirement that you have to. But if you do want to, then I would greatly appreciate that. That would be awesome. So thank you so much. And let's see what else is going on out there. Who's done any good flying out there? Like I said, I haven't done a dang bit of flying, but now that I will be doing some flying soon, hopefully once the rains go away, everything's just been so wet and humid. Oh man, wet and humid in December, just ridiculous. Fog, and during the day, I mean, what? I mean, come on. It's a bit like London in summertime around here. Ridiculous. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be doing some flying here soon. I'd really like to do some fun flying. With some things that I haven't flown in a while. And in that video, you notice that, I've got so many planes that I took out of that storage unit that I'm going to be gutting those things down. So if anybody out there in TV land needs servos, EDFs, receivers, ESCs, landing gear, any parts that you can think of any plane, chances are I probably already had it. Pretty good chances are I've already wrecked it. So, and if you need it, chances are pretty good. I'll give it to you. And if you're not sure about that, ask old Aerospace Matt, because he got a complete set of A10 landing gear for me one time. Well, maybe just the rear gear. I can't remember. Matt, you can clear me up on that. Did I give you all three gear or just the rear? Maybe just the rear gear. But anyway, free of charge. I just mailed it out there to him. So that's how that works out. It's all about helping out the network and the friends, right? That's right. So speaking of network and some friends, let's talk about some pause nods. That's right, pause nods. And the first pause nod we have from tonight is from our good old buddy, which I don't think I've seen him in the stream tonight, which is really disappointing since he's the first pause nod. But that's okay. If he checks it out later, he'll be like, dang, I should have been there. And the first pause nod is from our buddy, Lee Davidson's Hangar. That's right, Lee Davidson's Hangar. And what does he say? You better try to play what I sent you. Oh, so you might be saying to yourself, what did Lee send Dave? Well, I know you can't see it, but I don't have my harmonica necklace on tonight because we weren't doing bingo. But thanks to old Lee Davison sending me this with a nice little note on the back that says, below me. Thanks, Lee. But anyway, Lee sent me a harmonica. That's right. Look at this monster. This thing's got more holes in it than pegboard. Look at that. This is like a 1960. Let's see, who makes this? This is made by Ramona. So let's see how this works. Yep, you want me to play it, Lee? I'm going to play it. Everybody at home, get ready. Let's see how this works out. Now, this thing's so old, I should probably make sure there's no bugs in that thing. All right. All right, let's try this out. I mean, this thing has got quite the range on it. So here we go. Lee, this is for you, man. If you're not out there watching right now, sorry to hear that, but here we go. Wow. Okay. Hopefully the dogs at home are not being freaked out right now. Here we go. You're getting a little bit away there. And yeah, hopefully this was all pre-COVID before you said. Hopefully you didn't play this during the COVID season. If not, we'll find out next week during next week's show, won't we? So thanks a lot, Lee. I appreciate that huge harmonica with quite the huge range on it. That's fun stuff. I'll be looking forward to maybe downloading a harmonica book and learning some songs to entertain you folks at home. Because that's good stuff. I'm not going to lie. Good stuff. So there you go, Lee. And that was our first Posnut of the night from old Lee Davidson saying I better play what he sent me. And by God, Lee, I certainly did, my friend. So thank you so much for sending that. I really appreciate it. So what else we got going on here? So let's see. Michael Bear's in the house, and he said, I got a new POS drone. And if anybody's not sure what POS means, it means point of sale. Or a piece of snarf. And he said, I got a new POS drone from Harbor Freight. It already flew away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my man. That sucks. I do have, as a matter of fact, when I was showing you in the video earlier with the boxes that I do have, I probably have 3 or 4 boxes slap full of drones. I have battle drones that have like laser targeting on them that battle one another. I have some of the original ProMark drones that they used to sell at Walmart. I have more drones than I know what to do with, because originally this channel was the creative drones channel, because that's what I mostly flew, was drones and things of that nature, until I got into the planes and the cars. So I do have plenty of dang drones, and have never stepped up to anything crazy like any DJI product, just because I don't like to have to download what I'm doing before I do it. But nonetheless, I do have like the unique products and some stuff. But I've got POS drones myself, and we'll probably be doing some videos coming out here shortly with regards to me opening up those boxes, seeing what those POS drones are, and seeing if they still fly. Maybe they will. I don't know. We'll see. I guess it all depends on whether or not the batteries are still good, right? So we'll see about that. Most of those are all 2-cell batteries and things of that cell. There may be some 3 cells, but I think most of those are 2-cell battery drones I have. So we'll take a look and see about those. But yeah, good stuff. But I'm sorry to hear about that, man. That does happen. It sucks right before Christmas. As a matter of fact, here's a fun little story. So at the Birmingham event, I had taken that one Reaper drone looking plane, and it's one of those that just has the differential thrust on it. No, just basically 2 channels is all it is. Left and right, that's all it is. And left, right, and straight, that's all it does. No elevators, no ailerons, no nothing. But it flew pretty decently. It got caught in the wind once, and I couldn't get it down, of course, because it doesn't have any elevator surfaces on it or anything. So it took forever to get it down. Even cutting the throttle didn't really help it because it was too light. But then that night, I went ahead and hot glued of course, hot glued the seam where the wings sit to the body and kept them from basically folding up as much. And then the next morning, which I believe was Thursday morning or Friday morning, went ahead and took that bad boy out first thing in the morning, flew it. Man, that thing was a frozen rope. And such a frozen rope, it just kept going and kept going and kept going and went right into the woods. So you may have seen that. Me put a little highlight on that in the little morning coffee walk and talks I did over there at the Bigfoot event. But yeah, that pretty well sucked. And as a matter of fact, I did find another one of those actually on eBay. It was a really great price. It was like 40 something bucks after tax. I think it was like 51 or something like that. But anyway, so ordered it. Just because I hadn't ordered any planes and hadn't planned on doing that. But since it was such a decent price and hadn't really been doing anything, I thought I'd try to treat myself to a little something or something. And so ordered it. It took 10 days for me to finally hear from the people as to whether or not they had shipped it, because I had started emailing them like 3 days after, like, hey, any idea when this could ship? They finally did get back to me that they were apparently sick or in the hospital or something of that nature, but they would get it out and give me a tracking number the next week. And then as of Thursday of last week, they went ahead and refunded my money. Because apparently it was either broken or missing or something. Stock wasn't right, so they just went ahead and refunded my money. They didn't even try to send it to me or anything like that. So I do not have a new one of those coming either. So, oh well, that's all right. Like I said, I have plenty of stuff back there in the boxes that I need to get to. But the biggest problem is getting to all of those boxes. But I think that once I do get a chance to kind of do the Moses, part the planes, be able to get back through there and get into some of that stuff. I do have some pretty cool stuff in those boxes, 12 scale cars and drones, boats. I got all kinds of stuff back there. So just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I know you're saying, what? Dave, yourself, ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. Let's see. That sucker just headed off for Georgia. Yeah, it certainly did, Jeff. Man, that thing just kept on going. As a matter of fact, even when I killed, and of course it's so light, even when I killed the throttle, it just kept on going. by that time, it was in the trees. I couldn't get it to turn, couldn't get it to do nothing. It just kept going. Flew great. The problem is it just kept flying. So that's just one of those things, man. I was hoping that a little bit of that hot glue too would have helped weigh it down some to be able to get it to come down. But no, that did not happen. No, that did not happen. Oh well, that's okay. So yeah, good stuff. But anyway, so what else is going on out there? Let me see if we got somebody else out there. We all have at least one POS drone. Yep. Michael Bear, you are right, sir. And in some people's case, I'm not going to mention any names, but in some people's case, they may have more than one POS drone. And even if it wasn't a POS drone when he bought it, it probably was after he flew it. Oh, it's good stuff. What's with that Fokker behind you? Well, yep, little Fokker right there. Yep. See, I was really wanting to do, and I would have liked to have brought these planes with me to Bigfoot, because I think it would be really fun to have a nice little air battle between these two with some streamer on them. But yeah, the Fokker, that's an oldie. That's an oldie right there. And then of course the other PT-17. That's a nice oldie right there. Haven't flown either one of those. Haven't flown the big J3 Cub up there. Haven't flown the MiG behind me. I did sell one of those MiGs while I was at the Birmingham event, but now you can see why I was selling so much stuff, because not only did I have one, I had multiples of a lot of planes. Yep. I'm telling you, that polyphomatitis is a real condition, and I have it. I am fully infected with it. So it's bad stuff. But yeah, so if you guys are looking for any parts or planes or things of that nature, or parts from planes, just let me know, because like I said, I'll probably start doing some videos out there, and then I'll leave some links on how to get in touch with me if you're interested in any of those parts. Because like I said, I have EDFs, ESCs, receivers, landing gear, servos, servo leads, just more than I know what to do with. Matter of fact, I bought 55-gallon plastic black trash bags to be able to throw all those busted planes in. Horrible. But I'm going to salvage all the parts. So we'll see what we've got something out of there. Hopefully I'll make a little money on the backside from some of those things. We'll see. Yeah, I would have liked to have brought it myself, my man. But in case you didn't, but if you saw the van, you noticed that, it was loaded. I had that thing loaded out. So I did not have enough room to even put one more thing. As a matter of fact, the MiG was one more plane I was going to bring to fly. I was going to bring one to sell, bring one to fly, because that's a great little plane to fly. But at the end, I was like, no. Will it go in? No. Will it go in here? What if I? No. All right, back in it goes. So it really was. I had like 4 or 5 planes left over in the UMX that I had planned to take with me, but They just did not make it. So, and then the ones that I did bring to sell, except for a couple of them, I ended up bringing back anyway. So hold on to it for you. All right, good deal. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, but I do have a new little area down there down the street from where I live. Not a new area. It's an older area. It used to be the old police training area, but they got a parking lot over there that's completely empty, and they just removed some of the trees that were surrounding that area, which is partly why I had not done any flying in that area. But now that they've removed some trees, maybe trying to go over there, do some flying with some of the smaller stuff. We'll see. See what kind of planes can and cannot hold an Insta360 Go or an Insta360 Go 2. Because you know me, if I can slap a camera on it, I will. Oh, pretty fun stuff. Yeah, Polyphomatitis Anonymous is right. Except for, yeah, and totally anonymous with this outfit on. Except for you guys. You guys know. But folks are home like, who's this guy filling in for Dave? I don't know, but he's just as stupid. Maybe it's the same guy. Could be. Foam shrinks really good if you light it on fire. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that myself. I did think about that. That was a thought I had a while ago now with regards to if you put paper streamer on a piece of crap plane you don't want, but it still flies, and if you light the streamer, will it go up the streamer and will it eventually get to the plane? And if so, but then you got to think about, well, how long will that take? And when it does catch fire, if it does, if it catches the plane, where's it going to be? Really need to be in the middle of the desert to be able to do something like that, which is not where I live, which is why I have not done any of that. But I would love to do some pyrotechnics on some planes. That would be great. I've learned how to make my own smoke bombs. Now, they're not very good smoke bombs, but I did learn how to make them. So that's pretty good stuff. Let me just go ahead and put him over there. So, yeah, so good stuff. So I have thought about doing some of that stuff myself, but really my big stuff right now is just doing streamer stuff. Hi, my name is Dave, and I have a phone problem. Yes, that is absolutely true. Jude, just enough RC. Good to see you, my man. Happy holidays to your friend. Good to see you. Say hello to Emily for me. Hope everybody's doing well over there on your end of town. Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Pyrotechnics and planes, my two favorite things. Yeah, no doubt. Speaking of that, Matt, I've been looking for your new video with regards to that little, what is that, 40 millimeter, that Tomcat? Is that what that is? Is that the Tomcat? I don't know. Kind of out of the loop. I did see the new Horizon Hobby video with regards to the new UMX Twin Otter, which I thought was pretty neat. And it makes me really wish that I still had my Commander. I do still have my Commander somewhere, but I had stripped it because it had some snarf on it. I was going to repaint it. And so it's still somewhere. It still has all the parts. It's still ready. It's just in a primed position. Probably in one of those boxes back there. So I'll need to look to see if I can find that. But yeah, that's the only other dual twin motor UMX that I had before, besides the little EDF, Cessna jet there. But yeah, good stuff. So it's coming soon, maybe tonight even. Oh, okay, good deal. GB Linden's in the house. What's up, brother? Oh, good to see you, GB. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. 22 concurrent viewers. Crazy. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much. It's good stuff to see you, and I'm glad to see that you guys are interested to see if, after a month and a half or so, if I still had it in me to put on a show. Well, I did everything I could today. I spent quite a bit of time today trying to figure out how to put the show together, because to be honest with you, I kind of lost it. I kind of thought, like, how did I used to do this show anyway? What was that? What was I? What? Start going through the OBS, and of course, a lot of the things that I had on there, it immediately comes up like, hey, these things aren't on your computer anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay, well. So I had to spend some time making that new intro and things like that. That music came from a non-copyright music location, but I got a feeling probably going to get a copyright strike on that. So it's kind of testing to see how that works. And if I do, it's fine. They had started to monetize my videos, and I think at one time I got up to $12. But they never sent me a, hey, R. Huffins, good to see you, my man. I'm going to go ahead and show your comment there. Hey, Dave is nuttier than squirrel poop. Yep, no doubt. You are not wrong about that, my man. You're not wrong about that. But anyway, so I saw, I forgot the comment. Oh, I was talking about what the stuff I had on my show here. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be kind of an abbreviated show. I really thought about spend at least a good hour today trying to figure out where am I going to put the show on. I was thinking about maybe I'll put it on in front of the huge pile of stuff that's back in the showroom now. And then I was like, wow, that's probably about 3 feet between that, the front of those planes to the couch, and that's not enough room. So I was like, all right, let me just try to put it on here in the old living room action. So, here we are. So I put up the old playing wall behind me to kind of make it look like I'm still in the old showroom. But no room for the bingo ball. So, but that's all right, because I do have the harmonica. So just because we don't have bingo doesn't mean we don't have harmonica. So thanks to Lee Davidson, Lee Davidson for that, for the bingo harmonica. And we'll be playing some more of that here shortly. So get ready for some more of that. If it didn't hurt your ears enough the first go around, well, we're going to give it another try. Oh, my goodness. All right, so speaking of funny stuff other than me, because you're right, nuttier than squirrel poop is about right. But let's go ahead and jump into, I don't know, let's do a joke of the day. That's right, let's do our second joke of the day. Here we go.
Hi, what can I get for you? A joke? Perfect. So a drunk guy was swerving all around the road because he saw one tree in the middle of the road, so he had to swerve to the right. Then he saw another tree in the road, he had to swerve to the left. Saw yet another tree in the road, so he had to swerve back to the right. Finally, a police officer noticed his behavior and pulled him over. When he did, the guy started to immediately tell the police officer about all the trees on the road. And the police officer said, "Good God, man, that's your pine tree air freshener swinging about." Nice.
Short and sweet, baby. Short and sweet. Oh, yeah, but still good ones. Still good ones. So I hope you like that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and a like. I greatly appreciate it. And we're sitting on 23 concurrent viewers. That is crazy town. Thank you so much to everybody doing that. We're on an average view duration of 15 minutes and 43 seconds. So you guys are really gluttons for punishment. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, Lyndon Stewart, there you are, my man. Hey, Lyndon, guess what I have? Your package. I still got your package here. Sorry, man. I have not mailed it out yet. It's because I'm a dork. But I will, I promise, man. And it's got extra prizes in it, too. I put extra prizes in there just because I'm a dork. So, and I haven't mailed it out yet. I know I told you during the Bigfoot I was going to mail it out, and I was. And then I lost it, and then I found it after I was loading up stuff. But anyway, it's coming, man. It'll go out this week, I guarantee it. By next week, by next show, next Sunday, I will be like, I finally got that present out. So, and hopefully by next Sunday, you'll be like, I finally got it. Or at least your girlfriend in New Jersey will get it. So there you go. That's good stuff. Jason Hanson's in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate that. If you want to know why I've got this little small background behind me, UMX size, check out the beginning of the video and you can figure out what's going on with that. So feel free to go back and check that out. But yeah, good stuff there. So just a little something going on here, and we'll wait to see if old Lee Davidson shows up, and we'll go ahead and throw out the old harmonica music one more time. But for right now, let's go ahead and jump forward just a tad bit, and let's get into some aviation-related word of the day. Christmas edition. Yeah. All right, and what are we going to be talking about? The aviation-related word of the day. Well, it's still flying stuff, and it's still Christmas stuff. So what does that mean? That means Santa. That's right. These guys fly. So let's get into this a little bit. We're going to dive into some things that you probably don't know, and I'm going to fill you in on some of this. And what am I going to fill you in on tonight? We're going to fill you in on Santa's reindeer names and personalities. That's right. You probably know the names because everybody's heard the song. There was Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen. All right, that's enough of that. Well, let's start with Dasher. And Dasher is... Put my glasses on. Dasher gets his name because he is the fastest reindeer in the whole pack. He used to be the lead reindeer, but was replaced by Rudolph because he kept going too quickly and the rest of the group couldn't keep up. He first caught Santa's eye as a young calf when he challenged all of the older reindeer to a race and comfortably beat them all. Every day since, he has not stopped trying to race the other reindeer, which really gets on their nerves because they all know he's going to win. Because of his natural speed, Dasher can get a bit complacent and often doesn't turn up to sleigh riding training, so Santa sometimes has to tell him off. Can you imagine that? Santa telling off a reindeer. Oh, Dancer, you get your ass over here. Get your ass out there, Dasher. All right, who's next? We've got Dasher and Dancer. All right, here's Dancer. Dancer is the reindeer with the most flair and elegance. Ever since Dancer could walk, all he wanted to do was dance, constantly putting on performances for the other reindeer. Dancer was even offered a contract to perform on Broadway, but his ultimate dream was to work for Santa and help deliver presents on Christmas Eve. Along with his twin brother Prancer, he studied hard at the Reindeer Aviation Academy in Lapland in order to graduate with his Christmas wings and achieve his ambition. Ha ha! Bet you didn't know that the Reindeer Aviation Academy is in Lapland? You're welcome! I'm getting y'all learned up tonight. And there's Dasher and Dancer and Prancer. And Prancer, just like his twin brother, Prancer is an supremely graceful and majestic reindeer, except he is all too aware of it. Every Christmas Eve, Santa Claus has to drag him away from preening himself in the mirror and polishing his horns to go on delivery of presents on time. Prancer and Dancer are tied next to each other in the pack so that Dancer can keep an eye on his easily distracted twin brother. Ha! Bet you didn't know that either. Oh, you guys are getting all kinds of Christmas knowledge tonight. Share it with the kids. They'll love it. And there's Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. Vixen, voted as Reindeer Monthly's most beautiful reindeer of all time, Vixen always attracts a lot of attention from male reindeer. Cupid, in particular, is totally besotted with her prettiness and elegant flying style. It is no secret that Vixen enjoys this interest, however, as she is known as a notorious flirt and will flutter her long eyelashes at anyone to get her way. And that is our first half of the aviation-related Christmas edition word of the day. So there you go. There's some good stuff for you there. Go back to the camera angle there. So there you go. You get to learn some new stuff about Christmas and the reindeer. I bet you didn't know that, right? Did you know that? I've got more coming up in next week's show. The other, let's see, was that 4? So how many more do I have? 5. That's right, because there are a total of 8 plus Rudolph. So we got 5 more coming up next show next Sunday. So get ready for that. But I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed that and got a chance to learn a little something about the reindeer. And how many did you know there are male and female reindeer? And who do you know is which ones? You'll know at the end of next show. That's right. You won't get that kind of information anywhere else but here on the Dave Yourself channel. That's right. So there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's jump into that chickadee chat some more and see what we got going on over there. See who else we've got up there. Anybody new in the house? Sitting on 19 viewers. Lost a couple folks. That's totally fine. I understand. It's not a problem. Rudolph simply is the optional lighting kit. Yep. And here's a little trivia question for you, which we'll answer next week and see who can get me an answer before then. When did Rudolph become one of Santa's reindeer? Which winter storm was it that allowed Rudolph to become one of Santa's reindeer? I have the answer next week. Something to look forward to. I know. 7 days. You got to wait 7 days to get the answer, but it'll be worth it. I guarantee it. Oh, let's see what else we got out there. And how's everybody else doing out there tonight? You got old G.B. Linden in the house, aerospace. Let's see. 1964. Matt's already throwing some answers out there. No, sir. Just so you know, you're a little high on that guess. But feel free to throw some guesses in, but you'll get the actual answer next week. So get ready for that. Oh, good stuff. And I'll even do some more of the reindeer song for you. I know. And maybe I'll even know it on the harmonica. Maybe. No promises on that one. I'll see if I can find the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on harmonica sheet music. It's probably out there somewhere. That's what Google's all about. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, we're at 20 viewers and 20 likes. Nice. You know what that means? If at the end of the show, our concurrent viewers match our current likes, even though we're not doing bingo, everybody in the stream wins. That is a guarantee from the Dave Yourself channel. It's never happened. It's never happened. It has come close. It's been one off. But I expect it to happen at any point in time. And if it does happen, I swear to God, everybody in the stream will get an envelope from me in the mail with prizes in it. I know that's a large thing to say, but it is true. I will do it. I've already planned it. Just need it to happen. That's all. Hey, put up your PayPal so we can send you some money. I don't want your money. I mean, it'd be nice to get some money from you, but how about you just buy things from me? You don't have to just straight up give me money. I don't know what I would do with it, except for I don't know. I don't know what I would do with it. As soon as I figure out what I would do with it, Kenny, I'd do that. But yeah, put the PayPal up. Okay, maybe next week. We'll see about that. It is getting closer to Christmas, but again, it's all about just really kind of giving you guys some presents if I can. But I appreciate that, man. Thanks. And and speaking of the the monetization, I don't know that word, the word I'm trying to say, that one. Yeah. So anyway, so apparently you have to, send YouTube are supposed to. They say mail. They're going to mail you a PIN number. But I never got a mailing from YouTube of any PIN number, and never got an email from YouTube from any PIN number. And then my $12 went down to $0. So dang it, God, I'm not going to get that $12 from YouTube. Oh, darn. YouTube, as soon as I start putting out content that really gets, big views, then maybe I'll think about that monetization. But at this point, it's not, yeah, it's all right. I might be able to get some, some nods from you cats out there, some of those super chats and things of that nature. But again, I don't know what I would do with that money if you sent it to me anyway. I certainly wouldn't buy any planes with it, but I would do something for you guys. I just got to figure out what that would be. But as at this point, I don't know what that would be. So maybe you can give me some ideas what you think I should do with that kind of money if I did that. I would tell you, though, if I did get money like that, I would definitely let you guys know how much it was. Not necessarily who I got it from, but how much it was. And then once we got to a certain point of money, then we would do something that would pay off for everybody in the show. So again, I don't want it for myself. I'd rather turn it around down to you guys. Yeah, we'll never see any money, YouTube money, Dave. No, we certainly won't, Jeff. We certainly will not. No, sir, and that's okay. That's not why I'm on here. I'm not doing this to make money. That's for sure, and that's a good thing, right? Because if I was, I'd really be SOL on that. Let me tell you. So, yeah, good stuff though. At least it's fun. It's fun for them to. It's fun to see, like, hey, you got another 42 cents. Ooh, 42 cents. What? So unlike other than Georgia, where it's like still in the 60s and now it's raining outside and things of that nature, is it unseasonably warm anywhere else where you guys are? How about you, GB, out there on the West Coast, Northwest Coast? You dealing with any temperatures that are unseasonable? How about you, Lyndon? I know that you may be dealing with temperatures that may be normal for your time of year, but here it's just ridiculous. It needs to really be quite a bit cooler, let me tell you, because it is not great at all. Let's jump into some of that chat there, see what we've got there. Oh, and then there was this other little thing here I wanted to show you too. I told you that I do have a little bit of this action going on. Before you had noticed, I saw some videos where Chris Wolf over there at RC Geek had done some videos in the past from the RealFlight 9.5, and there was a link at one point in time that you could go to download some of the planes that did not come with the RealFlight 9.5S. And then that link disappeared, and then I hit up old Chris Wolf, and he hit me back with a forums link, and I was able to download some planes from that forums link. I did put hopefully I put the link in the description of this particular video. It didn't show a hyperlink when I copy pasted it in there, but it did have the forums address on there, so maybe it did. If it didn't, let me know. Hit me up on that. But I wanted to show you another plane that I recently downloaded, which I thought was pretty sweet, and here it is right now. Today I'm just going to be bringing you a little taste of something new, never seen before on the RealFlight 9.5S, and we're going to be jumping into that right about now. So let's go ahead and jump straight up into that. Let me show you what it is we're going to be flying today, and we're going to be flying the Sea Vixen. That's right. All right, so let me go ahead and jump into this screen here so you can see exactly what plane it is we are talking about here today. Let me go ahead and go up here. Boom. There we go. We are going to be flying the Sea Vixen. This is another one that I have downloaded off of the link that I will leave in the description of this particular video so that you can check that out for yourself and want to download these particular planes. But the Sea Vixen is a sweetie. So let's go ahead and jump into that a little bit here. And let me show you some of the cool things we got going on here. Now with this particular plane, I'm flying it on the aircraft carrier, as you can see here. The reason I'm doing that is because this particular plane does have, with the flaps on the right dial here, it does have the air brake on the front behind the landing gear. If you use the switch, it is, of course, the landing gear itself goes in. Other than that, we do have the dial knob, which is the flaps and the hook, the tail hook. You can see that right there. I do not think that this aircraft carrier actually has a tail hook, but we will see about that. You can see that the wings are up, and these do, in fact, fold. So let's go first click here. We'll bring the wings down. This is of the left toggle switch at the top, and then click it one more time, bring it to you one more, and that will close the canopies. Now, part of the reason that I'm using this particular aircraft carrier scene here is because this is one of the few where you can change the view. So let's go ahead and jump into the view here, and let's see if we can at least jump into, let's see what onboard looks like. No onboard. Let's try chase. All right, here's chase cam. So we need a chance to play with this a little bit here. But I'm going to also show you that the let's go back to fixed position here. I wanted to show you that by using the left slider knob, which is this one here on the back, the little up and down slider knob if you're using the RF link controller. But when you slide that up, you can see, boom, the armament does in fact drop. So we're going to try to do that when we reset that. Boom. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of that. You know what? Yeah, let's do a little view action here. Let's change that camera position, and let's go. We'll go chase on that, and see what we can do by flying that, and kind of go from there. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and see if it's a little sweet. Get some great RC. Some of the fun we're going to have here is we're going to try to put the armor on the aircraft carrier itself. Aircraft here. The UFO. There we go. Film that to that aircraft here. Should be showing something like that. Oh shit, the other door's not open. Damn it. Why was the other door not open? Alright, let's start it over. What the hell? Alrighty. Back at it. Stop it. Let's stop this stuff. Away we go. Gear up. Go. drop that arm there. See if we get the land on the ship. Ready? Hope you can't see it. No, I didn't. Shit. Probably not. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Throttle itch. And here, I guess we're safe. Throttle itch. Flaps with the hook. Ain't gonna do it. Nope, not enough landing gear now. Landing gear. Not enough landing gear now. Flap down. Up. Hook up. Gear up. I'm gonna do the wings up. Do the wings up here. It's like, nope. Oh, you can. Holy shit. How does it fly with the wings up? Still flying out there, no? Canopy's open, wings are up. Okay, sure. That makes sense. That would never happen in the real world. But, still flaps. It's loading now. Oh. Back up. Wings down. Hook up. There. Bring on back. Oh. Oh, I just broke the gear off. That isn't good. Yep, no sound. There it is. I told you. No sound. That's the Dave Yourself channel for you. All right, so back to what I was saying. How does that bay door shut on the aircraft carrier? Does anybody know? Does anybody know how to shut or open that door? I have no idea how to shut or open that door. I didn't even know it could shut. All I knew is that it was shut when I tried to do a fly through. So yeah, so if somebody could tell me how to maybe get that thing open, that'd be great. So next time I can do an actual fly through and not a crash through, that would be great. Oh, but yeah, very fun. And how cool was that to be able to fly with the wings up? Like, that's a thing that would really happen. That would be pretty sweet, though. Oh, good stuff, yeah. Yeah, the afterburner land again. I saw, who was it said I needed the shield? Yeah, Snow River, you need the shield helicarrier to land on. Now, that would be a pretty great download for the RealFlight 9.5S. I downloaded the X-Wing, I downloaded the Death Star, and by the way, the Death Star is not the most fun thing to fly. It goes up, it spins around, that's about it. And then it comes down, that's all it does. You can't go forward or backward with it. At least I haven't figured it out. But then again, maybe you can, I just haven't figured it out. Yeah, I have gone through the rear hatch before on other flights, yeah, for sure. But this one, for some reason, door was shut. So I don't know if that maybe there's a button on the controller that you can do to open and shut those doors, or maybe there's something in the settings you got to do to open and shut that. I don't know. I didn't know that it could shut. Apparently it can. So there you go. So there's some fun with the RealFlight 9.5S with the Sea Vixen. That thing's pretty sweet. I'd love to see that come to a Horizon Hobby or RC air distributor near you. That thing would be pretty sweet, especially if you get those wings to fold and all of that. That'd be pretty damn sweet. But good stuff. Well, hey, so we already did some pause knots talking about Lee Davidson. with the harmonica that he sent me, and we'll do a little bit more playing of this here in just a bit. But let's get back to some more Posnods. That's right. Let's jump back into some more Posnods here. And this Posnod here is from Mr. David Fuller. And David was saying, "Hey, Dave, I'm enjoying your RC videos, and I'm thinking that I would like to get involved in flying RC planes. Question, what cameras are you using, and do you find them a loop or retail or order them? That is a total new aspect that I had never thought of, but I think that I would enjoy taking RC plane videos. Thank you for my entertainment. I have spent hours viewing yours." Now, I don't know about the hours watching my channel, unless you just had a problem with sleeping, you had insomnia and you needed something to help you sleep. I can see maybe you trying to watch my channel for hours. But as far as the cameras, the Insta360 Go and the Insta360 Go 2, I think the Go 2 I ordered from Insta360 Go on their website. Normally, that's not a bad place to go. It's not normally as expensive as it is everywhere else. And you tend to get some pretty decent deals, especially during the holidays. eBay is probably always my first go-to when it comes to things like that. I usually go straight to eBay for stuff like that. And RunCam 2, that's my other favorite camera to use on planes like that. So, Dave, there you go with the answers on that. And then I do have some videos with regards to the Insta360 Go versus the Insta360 Go 2. So you can kind of get an idea what those video qualities look like on both of those. The weight on the Go 1, I think, is 16 grams. On the Go 2, it is 20 grams. So not a huge difference. They will go on UMX planes without a problem normally, just depending on how you put them on there. I put it on the UMX Radian in a hawk view, just mounting it to the belly. And then on some other planes, I have put it on a vertical pedestal, especially like with the UMX Timber or the UMX Turbo Timber, planes like that. You can just take the hatch off, wedge that camera right there in front, right behind the battery, and get a nice little cockpit view from that. So those type of planes will work well. I do not think that they would work on the Fokker right here or the PT-17. It might work on the MiG. I doubt it. I'm sure it'll work on the J3 up there, but you know that's yet to be seen because I haven't flown that plane just yet. So we'll see about that. But yeah, good stuff. So that's kind of your answer on that, my man. With the cameras that I like to use those because they have especially with the Insta360 Go 2, you have the capability. And you probably also on the 1, to be honest, it's been a while, been over a month or two since I've used those cameras. But as a matter of fact, the last video I shot was during the fireworks event during Bigfoot, and I did manage to salvage some of that video from the firework event. It's not a very long video because my plane wasn't in the air very long, but I will have that for next show. So if you want to see what kind of camera it looks like in fireworks being shot up at you from plane view, I do have that coming up next week's show. So get ready to look for that. But yeah, so waiting for the AV. Matt saying still waiting for the AV 88 and the Harrier 2 or the F-35B Lightning 2. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty great. Yeah. I did see, and I think I mentioned this before, and maybe we'll try to do this next year, Bigfoot or one of the other events, but I think it would be fun, especially with some of these UMX planes, to build some sort of foam aircraft carrier landing setup and strap it on like a crawler that maybe has a skateboard on the front and the back so you can make it nice and long or something, and then be able to get planes to land on a moving carrier. I think that would be fun. So maybe that'll be something we try to work out next time. But yeah, there'll be all kinds of fun stuff that we'll try in the future. But I think right now, my main goal, like I said, is to strip the busted planes that I have and try to see exactly what I do have as far as parts go. And then once I do have buckets full of parts, I'll show you what I do have on the show. And then you guys can start letting me know what it is that you may need on those kind of things so I can help you out while you help me out. Oh, so good stuff. Yeah. Yes, a moving carrier, no doubt, right, June? No doubt. And I saw I don't know what channel it is. I think it's RC Essentials, maybe the guy that goes to Europe a lot and does a lot of flying with that Jurgen guy that builds those really big planes like the Corsair with the folding wings and all that. And the whole plane like weighs like 16 ounces or 23 ounces or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's super, super light. All the planes he flies inside, the huge planes. But I think that's where I saw that aircraft carrier, ground carrier, and it had like a crawler body or crawler underneath it. I thought that was pretty sweet. Strap on a carrier body. Yeah, no doubt. Just strap it right on. Yeah, that would be really fun. So yeah, that would be a pretty fun way to do that. And then I think that it was it the what hobby guys was it that did they did a water carrier that had like the pop-up screen and it had like the launch of the two poles in the back that held the tail and then dropped down so that the plane could take off with under speed, and then it had the pop-up net at the other end of the aircraft carrier. But that was an actual water carrier they were using. But of course, when you do a water carrier like that, what else do you need? You need a boat. You need an actual boat that you can get in to get out there. And I do not have one of those. So I'm thinking the ground carrier may be the way to go with that. But with the Dave it yourself scenario, that needs to be Dave and somebody else to make that happen. So that's why we'll probably wait until we get into an environment where we're surrounded by other people, like-minded, silly individuals like myself. So we'll see about that. That is coming in the future, just not today. But that's all right. So speaking of some other things that are Poznati, let's go ahead and jump into some other Poznads. This one's from Dr. Andrew Bear. I've got an actual doctor checking out my channel, folks, probably because he knows I have polyphomatitis and chronic polyphomatitis is probably why he's hitting me up here. But this is with regards to actually the video that I did put out with regards to the easy lights, and he actually left me 2 comments an hour apart. So how are you getting the lights on and off? And then his other comment was, great video. Are the lights permanently attached by Velcro or some other means? And you, my friends at home, you probably know what those other means are. What are they? That's right. Paper tape and hot glue. That's right. I use paper tape and hot glue to attach all of my lights on my planes. Again, just real quick, basic breakdown how that works. Paper tape on the plane, paper tape on the bottom of the light, a little bit of glue, melt it down, a little bit of glue on the tape on the plane, melt it down, dop it glue, stick it on there, and then when you're done, you just peel it right off, and it doesn't damage the plane or anything like that because the paper tape is a little bit stickier than a Post-it note, but the hot glue gives it a nice rubbery surface, and then when it soaks into the paper tape, it actually makes the paper tape kind of a rubbery piece of tape, and then you just peel it right on off. But they won't come off very easy at all. Even in a crash, they won't come off most of the time. So that's why I tend to use the paper tape and hot glue. Plus, it's a nice flush mount as opposed to using Velcro or something like that. But really, when you use those easy lights, you can really just stick them on there, use some regular old Scotch tape to hold them on. I mean, just some clear tape right over there, tape right to the wing. That works too. So, but there's that, doctor. So now you have a little info on how I do that. And in that video, I'm pretty sure I probably did show you how I did adhere those. So if you want to go back and actually check out that channel, he may have been one of those that was watching the channel as well right before he went to bed and needed some help going to sleep. So maybe he fell asleep before that part of the video. Totally possible. Doctors need their sleep too. Oh, so good stuff. So I'm still trying to figure it all out, boss says. So let's see what we've got here in the Chickadee chat. Let's jump back up into there a little bit and see what we've got here. Chickadee chat. All right, so let's catch up on this Chickadee chat some. So we got Jason Hansen in the house. Hey, Jason, if I didn't say hey to you earlier, my man. Let's see. How can you get the throttle to reverse? Let's see if that's a question for me or not. VTOL jets. Moving carrier, there we go. Or put the carrier on a kayak and land on it. Again, yep, that is a great idea, Matt, but you do need more than one person to make that happen. I mean, not necessarily. I guess it's possible, but you'd certainly need a kayak, that's for sure. Yeah, I just saw the India carrier. Yep, very cool. Jude says, yep, no doubt. The carrier on the water. Yeah, it looks like David yourself picked up a Harley Davidson for Christmas. Ha, ha, ha. Didn't pick up the Harley, just picked up the Harley look. Betty's a shrink, Jeff says. That does make sense, Jeff. I would imagine that he probably could be a shrink. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the polyphomatitis. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I'm just nuts. This guy needs help. He sure does. No doubt. And speaking of needing help, and speaking of therapy, well, what's some of the best therapy we know of? Well, besides drugs. Well, what's some of the best free therapy you can get? That's right. It's a joke of the day. So let's jump into our third joke of the day for the night. And here it is.
Mike bought his wife an extravagant diamond ring for their anniversary. After hearing this, his buddy John says, "Hey, but I thought she wanted one of those fancy four-wheel drive vehicles." That's when Mike said, "She did, but where was I going to find a fake Jeep?" Nice.
Extravagant does not mean expensive. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for Christmas gifts. Honey, I got you something super extravagant. I didn't say it was expensive. I just said it's extravagant. Oh, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Your hoodie's getting wet in the pool. Yeah, yeah. Did you like that? You like that I'm wearing the same outfit the entire time? It's a lot easier to change your avatar to a different location than it is to have to go through and change the shirt and all that. But next week I'll have a different shirt on, getting wet in the pool. So we'll see about that. Yeah, nothing like wearing a hoodie in the pool. No doubt. Oh, no, I'm fine. This is my son's shirt. You're gonna wear that hoodie in the pool? Yeah, I paid for it. It's an American Eagle. It's super expensive, so yeah, I'm gonna wear it in the pool. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, we got some laughter. Let's check out that chat so you can see the people laughing at that joke. It's the easy jokes that usually land the hardest, let me tell you. Good stuff. Good stuff. So what else we got going on in that chickadee chat? Anything else going on there? We're down to 18 viewers, so starting to wane off some of the viewers, which is it's all right, no problem. I appreciate you guys popping in. And stay as long as you can. Leave when you got to. There is no requirement for you to have to be here. There's not going to be any refund for you. You pay the same amount coming in as you do going out. So as long as you hit that like button on the way in or the way out, we're all in good shape here. So it's good stuff. So I do appreciate that. I thank everybody for being here tonight and checking it on out. Let's see. Had to sing Noel Christmas play. Oh, Boss is singing. Boss is leaving to go do some singing. That ought to be interesting. Make sure you get some video of that. If you pull a stunt like that, you'd better be prepared to spend some time in the doghouse. Yeah, that's possible. Unless it's a really, really extravagant gift. It's usually best that you get her what she asked for, though. I do recommend that. If she asks for a Jeep, you do what you try to do to get her Jeep, even if it's a Lego Jeep, Matchbox Jeep, something. Try to still get the Jeep. Well, you said Jeep. Oh, fun stuff. All right. Well, let's see what else I have here for you tonight. I don't have a whole heck of a lot going on more. I got a little bit more joke of the day going on here. We went ahead and ripped through all of the pause nods, I believe, for tonight. Let's see. Did I run through all the pause nods already? Or do I have some more left? Let me take a look here. No, I don't think I got any more left. I do have another joke of the day coming though, so that's coming up. So stick around for that. I don't know that we'll necessarily do the full 2-hour show tonight just because it was everything I could do to just kind of put this show together as it is. Plus, we need to trim this beard, so. I do like it, though. This is a great facial appliance, especially if it's cold outside, which it is not. It is not cold outside. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at this, and it says that it is 53 outside, and it feels like it's 53. So finally, it is, it's gone down to 52. My bad. My bad. It's gone down to 52, but it's still 99% humidity, which means it's not going to go much lower than 52 tonight because of that humidity. George likes to hold that heat in, keep that cloud of warmth below. Too much, man. Too much. Like I said, I was running the air conditioner last week trying to do some sleeping. It's just ridiculous. It's December, for God's sakes. The last time I froze my nuggets off was when I was in Birmingham in late October. Froze my nuggets off that one night sleeping in the van. But yep, that's the coldest it's been all year for me. It was that one night in Birmingham there. It's 48 in Tennessee, Harpton says. Yeah, so you're just a little cooler than we are, my man. But still, it's unseasonably warm. Unseasonably warm. It's just too much. It should be. Again, it's December. I remember December, it was, cold. It's supposed to be cold. All that means to me is that it means it's going to be super, super cold getting into the January, February. It's probably going to be cold all the way through April. That kind of thing. Be cold in May when it's supposed to be warming up. Just ridiculous. Dutch says it's 36 here and feels like 36. Yeah, that's nice. I could handle a little. I could handle a little 36. I got a hoodie on. As you notice, I started the show with a hoodie on. No longer have my hoodie on. So there you go. It's that's how warm it is in this place. It's too much. Even if I had I'd have the doors and windows open, but then everybody else would be seeing the David Yourself show going on, and I'd have a crowd of people outside wanting to see what's going on. I like to keep it special for you guys. I don't want the whole neighborhood to know what's going on here. My other neighbors don't need to know what kind of neighbor they're living next to, if you know what I mean. Are you the kind of guy that'll put on 3D glasses and a beard? Yeah, that's me. Oh, no, you don't want to tell that. Why are you wearing 3D glasses? Because everything's in 4D now. What? I remember wearing these to a Falcons game one time. The guy was like, "Are those 3D glasses?" I was like, "Yeah, you should see the game. It's amazing." He was like, "Oh." I think you really threw him for a loop with that one. Sometimes it's the little stuff. It means so much. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. All right, so let's see here. So we're getting ready to round up a little bit here. I just want to throw down another joke of the day here in just a bit, and then we'll get ready to wrap it up. Like I said, I'm not going to try to push a full 2-hour show tonight because I did not try to put out 2 hours worth of material, and without bingo, well, that usually sucks up a pretty good chunk of time. I don't have bingo tonight, so there you go. And I still have Lyndon Stewart's bingo gift I need to mail out. That's the only bingo I got, but I could serenade you with some more some harmonica that old Lee Davidson gave me. And I might do that here after this next joke of the day. But without any further ado on that, here's our final joke of the day.
Just because I'm working late doesn't mean I don't have a joke for you. So a friend comes over to his buddy's house and notices his buddy playing chess with a dog. His friend says, "Oh my God, that's the smartest dog I've ever seen." And his buddy says, "Nah, he's not that smart. I've beaten him 3 out of 5 times. Nice.
Still a pretty smart dog, if you ask me. 3 out of 5, huh? Oh, okay. Seems only a little dumber than you are. Got it. Oh, man. So there we go. There's our final joke of the day. So I hope you guys appreciated all of that stuff. Good stuff. So, yeah, we'll get ready to wrap it up here. So I know you guys have other things to do, Christmas presents to wrap, things like that. Hopefully I'll try to whip out a full 2-hour show next week. We'll see about that. But right now what I'll do is I'll do a little serenading you with a little bit more of this harmonica action, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. And like I said, maybe I'll learn Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer if I can find some harmonica music. It's actually a pretty nice harmonica. Like I said, it's got a hell of a range. That's the low. That's the high. Speaking of high. Here we go. All right, here we go. Serenade you with some more harmonica from Lee Davidson. This is a Canadian harmonica from 1960-something. This thing is older than I am, I think. Go. So thanks again to Lee Davidson for this 1962 harmonica. It's older than I am, and I play it as if I know what I'm doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Looks like us folks are starting to sign off as well. Looks like I dropped a couple more viewers during that harmonica show. That's okay. Totally fine. It wasn't meant to run you off. It just, it happens sometimes. But anyway, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this show tonight because, again, I did not have full 2 hours of content. Not that I didn't try, and I do hope that you guys appreciated what I was able to put out. I will be back again next week, and then we'll try to do some more of that. But until next week, when we get to learn the rest of those reindeers' personalities and names and stuff, and maybe even get to hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on my harmonica, maybe. Until next time, I'm Dave. This is What's Left of the Dave Yourself channel, and we are out of here now.